Okay, what's going on, everybody? Got a nice chilly day here in South Carolina. Making a video for, not sure if you're a subscriber or not. I believe you are. Commented on my video. Let's see, Joel Smith, and I'll read his comment for everybody here on my the best foods for, or the title of my video, how to set up your food. Kids trampolining next door, so there may be some random screams like that and a random dog barking. Next door neighbor is cutting wood, so get some natural sounds going. Anyway, how to set up your food for 1 meal a day. OMAD, fats, carbs, proteins, the best foods. I'll pop that video up there if you want to check that video out. It's actually my most viewed video. But this is what the comment the guy left on. This is the video the guy left a comment on, Joel Smith. Gonna read his comment here. Can you do a meal prep kind of thing so I can grasp a good idea of what I should do? I'm new to this OMAD thing, 1 meal a day thing. I lost roughly 50 pounds by calorie counting, but want to change my style of eating for my health. Now, I commented back yesterday. I said, okay, yeah, I'll do that in my next video. And then I also messaged, the more information you can give me, the better video I can make. Basically what's your goals, what your weight is, what's your maintenance calories, how many calories have you been eating at, and how long, etc. No response though, so if you are seeing this, Joel, maybe have your notifications turned off. That is what another subscriber, Dennis Morissette, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing your last name wrong, but he said he had his notifications turned off. So make sure you turn your notifications on so you get notified, one, when I upload, but two, when you get like a message back. So hopefully you'll see this. If this video isn't sufficient for you and you give me this other information, I'll make another video for you, helping you more. Alright, so what I'm going to do, let's say, like I said, can you do a meal prep kind of thing? I may throw some videos of me like meal prepping some of the foods over I'm talking about. I may not. What I'm going to do is basically go through, I'm a screen capture. I hope that works. If not, I'll just pop up and scroll through. You know what, I'll find a way to make it work somehow, even if I have to record a screen. But I'll show you, I'll select foods on my FitnessPal and show you exactly like an example day of eating for 1 meal a day, like I would do. And you said idea for so I can grasp a good idea what I should do. One thing. Okay, so he wants to change his style of eating for health. Okay, first off, Joel, the main thing, man, when it comes to being healthy is just eating healthy foods. Staying away from processed foods, any junk food, anything. And if you're doing that in 4 meals a day, or 3 meals a day, or 2 meals a day, or 1 meal a day, like, not really sure if you're going to be much more healthy if you're doing 1 meal a day versus multiple meals a day. But again, one of the main components I would need is your goal. Obviously, you're trying to lose weight. That's what I was explaining. You don't just want to lose weight though, you want to lose fat. Chris Jones did a great video. I'll pop his video up there. Whole video, I'm not going to redo the same exact video of the difference between losing weight versus losing fat. You want to lose fat and keep your muscle mass. You don't want to be losing muscle mass, because then you basically, just to sum up the whole point of the video, I mean, I've known this, but he does a great job of visually showing you in the video. When you just lose weight, muscle mass, water weight, and fat, you just lose muscle and fat basically, well, you still end up being soft and fat looking. You're just less big, right? So you get smaller, but you're still flabby and fat looking. Well, when you just lose fat and you're actually exercising and keeping your muscle mass by continuing to weight train or some kind of resistance training, and you're eating enough protein in your diet, you're going to be ensuring that you're losing mostly fat. Now basically you can't cut naturally and drop a lot of weight and not lose any muscle. So you're gonna be losing some muscle, but the main thing you want to do is mitigate how much muscle you're losing and maximize how much fat you're losing. Now, so what I'm gonna do, like I said, I'm gonna show you basically what I would do. Now, again, I'm gonna look at it from your perspective and as what I believe the majority of people are doing with 1 meal a day. Like I explained in the first video I linked to, my first 1 meal a day video, I don't do 1 meal a day or I'm actually not doing it now because I'm bulking, but I may come back to that in another video, which is gaining weight. I do bodybuilding, so I'm trying to put on a lot of mass, and I will link this video about how much protein we need every day. I explained there's studies showing when eating throughout the day, muscle protein synthesis was 25% higher in people that ate more meals throughout the day. So, and basically what muscle protein synthesis is that's the process where basically after you weight train or stimulate your muscles enough where that will elicit growth, your body grows in. Muscle protein synthesis is basically where your body's growing back in and rebuilding your muscle tissue and growing. So the more elevated that can be, the better. More growth, basically. So I want to make sure you're getting enough protein in, and like I was saying, how I do it, or how I was doing it, I eat a certain amount of calories no matter what. Like, I track every single thing I eat on my phone, and I know the majority of people don't do that. You just you may write it down, or you just may kind of have a mental note on it, or you want to do the 1 meal a day. You just want to eat you know what I'm saying, you just want to eat 1 meal a day, not think about calories, and you just eat 1 meal a day. I can guarantee you're going to lose weight, because you just physically can't unless you like train yourself like a professional food eater, and even then they wouldn't be able to do it. You know, even take them, you eat something in 1 meal. Well, if you ate 2 meals, you could obviously eat more than you did in 1 meal. You know, if you ate something right when you got up and right before you got to bed, you would be able to eat more calories that day compared to just 1. So unless you're like super force feeding yourself, basically like I was doing, because like I said, I eat to a certain amount of calories every day, regardless if I'm doing 1 meal or 3 meals or however many meals. So I basically had to go through a grueling period of super uncomfortable bloating. Even threw up one time from slamming the calories, drinking the shake. Like some bad feelings, but over time, maybe I tried to get a little bit too fast, because every time I'd eat, I'd set my timer and I'd try to eat all the food I had faster and faster and faster. And I believe I got it down to like 45 minutes or an hour, which is pretty insane for the amount of food and the density I was eating, all healthy foods. But just like with that and anything else, the more you do something more efficient, your body gets at it. So eventually I was able to eat all that super fast, like 45 minutes to an hour, and have no problems, be completely fine. Now, you're pretty much going to always get hungry, I think, with 1 meal a day. Just make sure you're drinking water a good bit throughout the day. Anytime you get hungry, just drink some water. I made it in the video up here. One last note I want to throw in would be herbal teas be a great option throughout the day to give you some flavor with 0 calories. And you know, there's benefits to eat, drinking some herbal teas. I do the caffeine-free kind, but I just want to throw that in there. Another little good tip, so if you just get tired of drinking just water, herbal teas. Look into those. There's some super delicious ones. I got a good bit of, I think I got 2 or 3, I think, herbal tea reviews on here, and I'm going to constantly be doing herbal tea reviews. So look out for that, and I hope that little tip helps too. But anyway, here's the macronutrient breakdown you want to kind of go for. You need at least 20% of your caloric intake for health reasons, of your hormones. That's from, I've seen that, Mike Matthews with Muscle for Life. He has a whole article on that, and it's shown by science. It's actually been studied. So you want to make sure you're at least getting 20% from your fats. You need at least, for my protein video, you'll know, you need at least 0.8 grams of protein per day per pound of body weight to ensure that you're getting enough protein from your weight training and your resistance training to make sure you're building muscle and able to preserve muscle. I go, so I say 0.8 grams per pound of body weight up to 1 gram per pound of body weight. I do 1 gram per pound, and since I'm bulking, if I'm a little bit under a couple grams on a certain day, I'm not that worried about it, but I normally always do go at least 1 gram per pound. So And generally what that comes out for me is around, so let's just say fats, I'm not saying you have to be right at 20, but you need at least 20. So I would say fats be anywhere from 20 to 25, and you can even go 20 to 30 up higher if you want, just somebody who likes to eat more fats. Just to play with your diet, just like anything else. Like, you have to kind of adjust it and see what works best for you. My proteins are normally anywhere from 20 to about 25, 26 sometimes percent. And then your carbs are going to be, 45%, 55% or so, 56% sometimes for me. It just depends what's the ratios like for that day. So you lost 50 pounds. That's awesome. Congrats on that. So you said you've been counting calories. So hopefully you'll see this, and if, like I said, if this doesn't work for you, I can make another video. And anybody else have any question on any fitness related topic, I'd be more than glad to help. Comment down below. I'll make a video or just respond back to you in the comments. Either one. The reason I want to make a video is so maybe I can help other people that have the same questions as well. So, like I said, though, you want to change for your health. Now, there is health benefits to fasting and stuff, but I don't know, because it's not really based on science, but really a lot of times you feel better when you're losing weight. And I don't necessarily think, the most shredded I've ever been, the most lean, I'll pop a picture up on the screen. I did that from eating like 3 or 4 meals a day or something. I was eating every other, whatever. I was eating 3 meals a day. And then like the next time I cut, I was doing like intermittent fasting. I might only eat 8 hours a day. And then this last cut, when I did my 1 meal a day video, I was eating 1 meal a day. I was experimenting. So what I'm going to probably do, my next bulk, or my next cut, excuse me, I'm probably going to eat throughout the day. I want to see how that affects my body again when I'm more conscious of it, more monitoring it, and affects my hunger levels and all that. But when you are trying to lose weight, do not be scared of hunger. I'm telling you, it's something you're going to have to face. Just endure it and learn to enjoy it. I know that might sound crazy to you. Everybody runs from hunger, right? But when I'm cutting, and I know I'm eating less calories than my body needs, I know I'm going to be hungry some. So when the hunger comes, I kind of enjoy it, because I know when I'm in that state, like, my body's burning fat right now. And if you just, that's what you got to get used to with 1 meal a day. Once you start getting hungry, you're going to start getting hungry, but you'll notice after 30 minutes of being hungry, or like an hour, like, it's called ghrelin. It's like it's a hormone that makes you feel hungry, but it raises, you're getting hungry. Oh my God, you're so hungry, you're so hungry, you're so hungry. You ever done this? You've been waiting for food, and it's like you get so hungry, and then it drops off, and it's like, damn, I've been waiting so long, I ain't really that hungry anymore. So that's what it'll do if you just embrace it. It'll build. You get so freaking hungry, it's ridiculous, and then it drops back off for a while. And you might not really you won't start building again for maybe 4 more hours, and then it'll come back up. So learn to endure that. Again, your body will adjust and start to learn, like, okay, I'm getting all my calories in around this time. So it'll kind of know, like, we're not going to be fed at this time. But make sure you drink water to kill down that hunger, if you don't want to be experiencing excruciating hunger. And it's good always to stay hydrated throughout the day. You need to be drinking water. Alright, so meal prep kind of thing. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give like a meal prep based off my first meal of what I would do. As in, I wasn't counting calories like I normally do. Like, if I was just going to wait, because I know how much my first meal fills me up, how much my second meal fills me up, how much my third meal fills me up. Well, see, y'all fill me up pretty good. So I'm just going to show you my first meal here. And then I'm going to add some stuff into it like I would do to kind of ensure I'm getting more protein. But even so, I'm going to keep it even more like normal per se, as an average person would do. They're not trying to get in that much protein. You know what I'm saying? They just want to eat 1 meal a day, healthy foods, know what food's good to eat for that 1 meal a day. That's going to supply their body with good nutrition for the rest of the day, basically, and give them that longevity and energy that they want. So I'm going to turn on my screen recorder here. Hopefully this works. And okay, we are. Oh wait. Whatever. Oh, I thought it was supposed to be a microphone. Anyway, I'll talk over it if need be. Oh my god, bro, my fucking screen's not recording. The screen recorder stopped. Alright everybody, here we go again. Third time trying to do this screen capture thing. It keeps cutting off on me. Think I got it figured out here. I wasn't doing something when I was starting it up. I don't think I was starting it up correctly. But I was kind of laying it out here. I'll just show it from here down. I was actually going through and clicking them, but I mean, it's about to be the same thing. I'll show you here as an example. First thing I would do would be some organic bread or some very healthy bread with some good ingredients, clean ingredients. You look in there, basically if you look ingredients and you see anything you pretty much can't pronounce or don't know what it is, probably don't get it. But two, go home and research it, or just stop right there, pull up the internet, research it a little bit, see if it's safe for you. Generally though, the least amount of ingredients, the better. Like, you know, some breads I get, like the organic sourdough sometimes, like there's like 5 ingredients, nothing bad. You can understand everything. That's pretty much all, just about everything I eat is like that. I try to pretty much eat everything like that. That's that. We say you want to get change your health. Well, that's going to give you the most health is what are you, because you are what you eat, right? That's the nutrients you're giving your body. That's what's running through your body every day. That's what's cycling through your body. So make sure you're putting in clean things. Now, when you eat a sweet potato, the ingredient is a sweet potato. It's not sweet potato and all this other crap. And when you eat a banana, it's just a banana. Or if you eat chicken breast, make sure the ingredients just says chicken, you know, chicken breast ingredient. Make sure it doesn't say freaking contains this amount of rib meat and water and sodium or what, you know, whatever. Don't, make sure it doesn't say all that other garbage stuff in there. So I like to start off here with some super healthy bread. I'm always rotating my bread around as pretty much everything else. You know, I'm always rotating my carb sources, fat sources, and protein sources, and it'll probably help you too. It just depends on how your personality is. If you're somebody who likes to eat or can eat the same thing, likes to eat the same thing every day, you know, stick with it, roll with it. But if you like variety, maybe you alternate between 2 meals a week. You know, eat meal A on day 1, meal B on day 2, and then day 3 you start back over, eat 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Or you could even go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 rotation. Or you can just have something a little bit different every single day. But point of this here, get back into this. Just show you this example. Maybe I'll show you another example here. But first thing I'm starting off with is going to be some bread. I'll cut that out nice, good 250 grams. Now I upped everything from what I would normally be eating in this breakfast, because if I'm going in with the mindset, okay, I'm only going to have 1 meal a day, of course I'm going to go a little bit harder. So going to have that. Next thing we're going to go into is some organic tomato and basil pasta sauce. Again, pretty much everything here is either I got at Walmart or Food Line. Again, 50 grams will cover that. Next thing, again, the cheese, constantly changing that. Like 38 grams covered about half of that bread. So I upped it about double to cover that. And you can see just off those 3, good fats, good carbs, good proteins there. All clean sources. Again, the cheese, make sure it doesn't say all these moisture inhibitors and annatto color and all this BS. It makes me so mad when I see all those garbage ingredients in food. Like the only ingredients in my cheese are basically, it just says the cheese, or it says like the cheese, salt, and enzymes. You know, nothing bad for you there. Anyway, next we're going to move on to some, like I said, I eat that first for the first meal there. First thing to eat during the day, because it has tons of carbs, good bit of fats, good bit of protein. So I'm getting a little bit of every macronutrient right off the bat. Next thing I go into is some greens here. I like spinach the best, so normally eat 30 grams. I jump that up to about 45 grams. Get in a good bit of vitamin A there for the day. Again, you know, that's going to be holding me over for 24 hours. Want to make sure I'm getting in a lot of micronutrients as well. Next, I move into my oatmeal here. Again, I normally do 1.5. I'd bump that up just to 2, a little bit more. And normally mix 20 grams of honey in there, which is, it says Walmart here on the screen, but that's just for calorie purposes.
I get local honey literally like in my exact town, and I was getting honey from like 45 minutes away in a different town. I wasn't driving there, but that's where the honey was coming from. And then I got this more local honey, like literally like right behind my house. Insanely better, and the more local you can get your honey, the better. It's like basically almost like it looks like a medicine, like a vaccine shot, but like a clean vaccine shot, not like a garbage vaccine shot like today. So super healthy for you. Anyway, I'd go up to 25 grams of that just to hop it up a little bit. Next, I'd come in, since the oatmeal and all and the spinach, nothing but carbs, come in with some good clean protein here, some organic Greek yogurt. Again, you can see how high this is in protein, a little bit of carbs there. And for this, I'll just use this. And like I said, you may switch this one day for a chicken breast. I'll show you. Let's see, chicken breast. Because a chicken breast would be more filling, but you also want to try to get in to an extent. Now, the most you can get in without getting as full, so you can get a lot more in. Because even as you can see here, the calories are at 1,700. I mean, that's still a super huge deficit. And I mean, the yogurt really fills me up. Anything high protein is going to fill you up the most. It's the most satiating macronutrient. But instead of, the yogurt, maybe one day you can do like a boneless, skinless chicken breast here. Let's just say 6 ounces. Or you can do like some mahi or halibut fillets, cod, salmon, any kind of fish, any kind of protein source, ground beef. You can see they're basically the same exact calories, 34.5 grams of protein, 27. Okay, the yogurt has less protein. You see the same calories basically. You could interchange those on another day if you wanted to, but for day one here, we'll stick with the yogurt, 300 milliliters, which is grams. Good protein in there. Next, getting some good healthy fats here. Nuts are great for you. So throw in 30 grams of that. And lastly, but not leastly, for this meal number one, now I'm pretty sure this would be a little bit of a good eat for me here, but when I was doing my one meal a day, I was going 2,200 calories, and I was eating a lot denser food than these. I was eating like a bunch of white potatoes and sweet potatoes and whatnot. So, but for the point of this video, I'm trying to put myself in your mind and the majority of people's minds, like you wouldn't be doing that for one meal a day. You just want to sit down, eat a good bit of food, healthy food, like I explained earlier in the video, and stay low in calories. Depending on what your caloric maintenance is, though, I wouldn't suggest going too crazy low in a deficit. Like for this, for me, would be way too much. I mean, it's just going to get your hormones way out of whack, but I'm not sure how active you are and how many calories you burn a day. So this could be okay for you, or it could not be. Just over time, it's going to mess your hormones up. And like I said, like for me, if I were to do it, I would lose strength like crazy if I was doing this for an extended period of time. Now, it might be okay to do it for like a week or two and then come up a little bit and then go back on it. But like if you're trying to do this for a couple months, I wouldn't advise going in such a crazy caloric deficit. Like I said, it's not healthy for you. And the point of view wanting to do a one meal a day is health. So you can't try to do something, it's counterproductive to try to switch to something you think is healthier and then do it in a not healthy way. But then again, it all goes off how you feel as well. Now give yourself an adjustment time when you do switch to one meal a day. Like I said earlier in the video, your body's going to have to get used to it. If you're not used to it, give it a week or two. Once you get over that initial hump, your body's going to start getting used to it. It's going to start getting more efficient at it, and then it'll be all good. You won't get as hungry, you know what I'm saying? Your body will be able to hold more food over time. Everything will get better over time. So last but not leastly for this meal, I would round this meal up. I would say we'll do 1.5 cups of some strawberries here, because we got our, all our fats, proteins, carbs in, macros. We got our good macros in. Now we need our good micros in. We need all our vitamins and minerals, and that's spinach is giving a lot of that, as well as the other foods too, because everything's good, clean sources. Now I'd be finishing up with a bunch of vitamin C. Vitamin C is great for you, great for your immune system. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure you're at least getting some fruits and vegetables in every day as well. And 1.5 servings here, that's 210 210 grams, and that may sound like a lot, but it's really not that. It's not really not a whole lot. If you just got some fresh strawberries in front of you, like they're so amazing, you can just tear right through them. So you can see here, 17 calories. This is just an example again of just if I was just kind of sitting down and just randomly not randomly necessarily eating, but just trying to eat a good bit of what I think what everything would be, and decently healthy. This is what it would come out to: 58% carbs, 23% fat, 19% protein. And again, as I cited to earlier, the studies on the protein, you would need more protein than that. I believe mine comes out like to 136, 135 at 0.8 grams per protein. So again, I would go back and change this and boost my protein up more, but then me doing that is still being in my bodybuilding type mindset, which then is still pulling me away from the average person's mindset who's trying to get in 1 meal a day. So I'm going to leave this like this for meal number 1. And again, I'm going to come back. And here's the thing. Just say if you do this exact meal, right? Or instead of that bread, you can go, I do Dave's Killer Bread a good bit. I'm always switching through. I do Ezekiel bread sometimes. I'm always switching the breads. You don't have to get the exact bread I had to have it, or the exact cheese. Just make sure you're getting clean sources. Like I say, you want to try to switch for health. Well, one of the main things you want to be doing, Joel, is look at ingredients a lot more, bud. That's what food is. The food isn't what it says on the front. It might say cheese or whatever, but yeah, it's cheese, but ingredients is what it, like a cake. What is that cake? Is really just all the ingredients. So if you look at, just say, I'm just using cheese for an example, but if it has all these other garbage ingredients, it doesn't matter that the packet says cheese. If there's garbage, you're not actually eating cheese because the packet says cheese. And your body doesn't know, okay, we're eating cheese. No, it just digests it and picks through it and grabs the nutrients from it, basically. So if you're putting garbage in there, regardless what it's labeled, there's a bunch of garbage and a bunch of stuff that's quote unquote healthy, labeled healthy, and they got garbage stuff all in them. Horrible marketing tactic, and put natural on stuff, and it's not natural at all. It should be illegal for them to do that, but I've been seeing companies doing that. So at what point is you can't really almost trust some of the companies out there, but you have to kind of what are you going to do unless you get your own chickens and grow everything yourself. You kind of have to put trust in them and hope that they are good, honest companies. So this will be day 1 here, Joel, and I might just do a whole nother example day here for you, and hopefully this will help you out, man. Like I said, if this doesn't explain how it helped or how it didn't help, and what I can improve on, or anybody. I hope I'm doing this for the viewer, you guys, the subscribers. I'm really appreciate all the comments and the views and the subscribers. Genuinely love it, and I love the support, and I love y'all watching and commenting and support me, basically. So anyway, here we go. Day number 2. I'm going to be starting out with some eggs. I'm going to be screwing up 4 large whole eggs. Again, go with the little bit more expensive eggs if you want to be healthier. Basically, the darker the yolk of the egg, the healthier. I'm actually in the process right now of recording. I've already got 3 or 4 days recorded. I'm doing egg comparisons. I'm basically buying all brands and comparing the eggs. That video may be in another month or so, but that's coming. Gonna basically put out what's the best eggs out there. And what I've seen so far, actually the most expensive one isn't the best, but it is one of the more expensive ones. Anytime you can go organic, better, which I do. So like I say, if you want to be more healthier, Joel, again, start looking at what you're eating, buddy. But for the 1 meal a day, here we go again. I'm gonna start out with some good fats and protein there instead of the nuts for the protein today. This is probably going to be the protein, more of the fat source, instead of the fat from the nuts. So from there, I'm trying to just think about off my other meals. Now let's just say we eat some chicken here, boneless, skinless chicken breast, whatever. We go 5 ounces. Let's say then I want some sweet potato for my vitamin A instead of my spinach this day. And this is a pretty good size. Let's just say I want to go a little bit more, because that was like 3 little small sweet potatoes. Let's say I want to go a little bit bigger because I know I'm doing 1 meal a day. And I know I'm doing 1 meal a day. I'm probably going 6 on that. Let's keep it real. So, got to keep these gains, baby. Got to keep getting these gains. So from there, I mean, just from that, we got good fats, good carbs, good protein, good nutrients in there too. I don't think the sweet potato has crazy amounts of vitamin C. No, but as you can see that, I mean, it's a superfood. Vitamin A is just out through the roof, out of the whole entire galaxy, 849%. Super good for you. Let's see from here what I do. Let me think for a second. From here, got my good fats and my good carbs. Let's say now I'm going to eat 2 bananas at 150 calories. So that's going to be 300 grams. Bananas, a lot of carbs there. I'm going to get in. Where's this at? Oh, here it is. A bunch of vitamin C there. 47% vitamin C. Next, what I'd probably do, again, let me think for a second. I'm trying to think. I'm just trying to lay this out off the cuff here. This isn't going off like another meal of mine. Trying to think what else I'd eat with this. I mean, a lot of times I'm eating the same foods, but in different amounts and different variety or whatever. All right, from here, let's just say I'm going to screw up some rice cakes. Pretty low calories, but they're quite filling. There's 4 per, I think there's 5 per pack. Whatever, we're just going to do 5 rice cakes. And again, I'm going to drizzle some honey on them because it's absolutely amazing on the rice cakes. And again, the rice cakes, when I say the rice cakes, I get the plain kind. Why? Because when you look at the ingredients, it just says like 100% white rice or whole grain white rice or whatever. It doesn't. All the other ones say white rice and it has all these other garbage ingredients. I want to stay away from that. Let's just say I drizzle 30 grams on that. Trying to think, there's not really a whole lot more I'd add. Again, it depends on how hungry I'd be. Let's say, let me see what the macros are looking like, just out of curiosity. 70. So the fats are a little bit low. Protein's up. Well, so maybe I would come back since the fats are a little bit low here. Let's just say we do walnuts today instead of pistachios, and do a whole serving of those. Walnuts are super good for your brain. And that'd be it probably for this day. Honestly, I'm thinking that would probably fill me up like crazy. Eggs are super filling. Wrong day here. Eggs are super filling, especially 4 eggs. Sweet potatoes really filling. Chicken be super filling. Bananas are pretty filling. Rice cakes are pretty good and filling. No greens in this. You could always throw in more spinach if need be, but you're getting a ton of vitamin A out of the sweet potato. But obviously, the spinach has more than just vitamin A. So let's just say we throw in kale this day. Right here on this cup. Like 1 cup's 85 grams. We'll do like 0.4. That'd be like 30, 40 grams. Getting some more good vitamins there. And then, maybe that'd be it for this day. And if you ever wanted to, let's just see how the macros are looking. Whoa, what was going on? No. Okay, I'm just making sure we're still recording. My fitness pal's crashing on me, son. All right, here we go. Let's see where the macros are at. For here. Again. It's kind of somewhere around the other ones, but this is a little bit higher fat day. You could go down a little bit more on the walnuts. But then, if you wanted to, we could even switch this around. Instead of going walnuts, let's say we got some good Ezekiel bread. Man, Ezekiel bread is legit. Ezekiel bread. Let's say I ate 3 slices of Ezekiel bread. You can see a little bit of protein, hardly any fat, good carbs. And let's say we got some peanut butter on that biznizzle. So, I hadn't peanut butter in so long. Let's see where it's at. Peanut butter, yogurt. Where's it at? Goodness gracious. Peanut butter's not even coming up. Hold on. Dang, peanut butter ain't even on here. I ain't used it in so long. Whatever, that's a serving, 32 grams. Let's say we did that for the peanut butter. I had myself some good peanut butter toast instead. And then look at that. Wait, I keep looking at the wrong day. A little bit higher protein. See, that's a little bit more balanced there. 22, 21, and 57. So that's it. And again, that's around the same amount of calories. And it really, I would think it would be, what I'm saying? Because you're going to hit a limit of how full you can get and all. So generally, you would be able to eat around the same amount of calories. And, you could eventually up that. But I'm thinking that's where I could probably eat and be comfortable. Or another thing, I'll back these up here. Let's see. I'll show you something. Just say if you wanted to go eat out one meal, which we'll do one eating out meal, I guess, here. Like an example, I went to a place this weekend. Had pizza, chicken, all that good stuff. So let's just say I got a pizza. This would be a super simple example here. A pizza. Let's see, where's it at? Like a Papa John's. I believe 8 slices is a whole pizza. I say I ate 6 slices. But I know I want that protein in there too, so I'd get like again, here for this protein, I would either do, if you got so full off of that pizza, then you could do like yogurt instead if that doesn't fill you up as much. But again, you got to kind of see for your body what fills you up the most. Let's just say I do 5 ounces of, actually 6 ounces here, chicken. Or let's say they got chicken wings. This will be even more. Pizza Hut. Or let's see, I believe I'm just using Papa John's for example. Papa John's chicken. I'm just showing this like in case you were eating out a day or something to keep it. I have chicken wings. I have chicken wings. So I'm guessing that's one. It's 79 grams. Again, let's just say you had. I say you could eat 6 wings. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Already 2,100 calories. You can see how eating out. And this isn't obviously necessarily super healthy or anything. I'm just kind of showing you. But then you could always come back with, like I said, your spinach. Have like 30 grams. And then like some grapes or something. To balance it out. And let's just see where the nutrition's sitting at. Macros. See, a lot. That's way too much fat. But like if you're doing that every couple of weeks or so, it's okay to go higher fat. But that is extremely higher fat. I don't think I've ever eaten that much fat. Percentage throughout the whole day. And just another example, real quick. Let's just say we did some chicken Alfredo. Look at this. Just from Olive Garden, 1,400 calories. I eat that thing no problem. Just look at that. So I'm kind of showing you, I don't know what's all in the ingredients. I'm just saying this isn't near as healthy. But, think about how little this would fill you up. For me, I can think, I know because I've eaten this before, how compared to how much this fills me up, compared to the previous 2 lists of things I made that are around like 1,500 calories, the fullness factor is just ridiculously different. And you can see that the macros you'd get from that would be obviously displaced like crazy with fat. But
alright everybody, so that's it for the video. Joel, I hope that helps, buddy. I just recorded all that just to look at the screen capture, try to export it to my photos, and it says you got to pay for it. So I'm just gonna use my camera to record the screen that I was just moving with my voice over it. Like I said, I would think I would be able to eat that for sure comfortably, and it's kind of wild. The last time I did OMAD, almost, it wasn't by accident, but I kind of ate something earlier, very small, and ended up having to eat like 2,000 calories at night. And it was a little bit after I stopped doing 1 meal a day, and I did it pretty easily. I guess my body was still holding on to it, and now, especially bulking, I'm constantly eating more food, so I'm thinking I'll be able to keep slamming more food. Now my stomach's gonna get a little bit bigger over time from having extra food processed through it all the time. But I'm pretty sure I would eat that pretty comfortably, but be full. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to get full, you don't want to get miserable, because then it's horrible. So I hope that helps, Joel. Thanks so much for subscribing. Thanks so much for commenting, man. Like I said, if you got any more kind of question or anything, comment down below on this one or the other one or whatever, and you know, I'll make another video if this one doesn't do it for you. So hope you enjoyed it, and I hope everybody else enjoyed it. Stay happy, stay healthy. I'm at the flex in the polo sweater thing here because I don't got, obviously, my gun's out. Well, the sun's out, but the sun really ain't out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a very super overcast day here in South Kakalaki. Weather's so freaking bipolar. It'll be warm one day, it's like 60, 68 or something, and then it's cold. I don't even know what the weather's like today, but obviously, you know, cool enough where I need to. This is actually a long sleeve white shirt under this as well. But anyway, signing out here. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Again, I appreciate all the love from everybody. Stay happy, stay healthy, go make y'all some gains. Peace out.